Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and by the time you're watching this, tomorrow is probably my birthday. My birthday is the 26th. So yeah, I've been pretty dang busy with everything, plus all the stuff going on in my private life, and sorry for the lack of content, everyone. Trying to get back on it. Do have a couple crazy scripts in the works. I'm just trying to do a little bit more research on those. The calls featured in today's video are very memorable. These are some of the earliest ones, so if you're not an OG, you probably haven't even heard these ones. But this is back when I was still testing out the idea of 911 calls. Little did I know it would turn into me doing 911 calls pretty much full-time for years, which is cool, but I do miss some scary stories every now and then, so I've been debating on maybe popping some of those out here soon. But I do want to get ones that most people don't know. Regardless, viewer discretion is advised for this video. But first, I do want to say, today's video is sponsored by one of my favorite sponsors of the channel, Scentbird. As many of you know, Scentbird is your one-stop shop for some of the top brands of fragrances. Make sure that if you don't want to be known as the stinky one, make sure to click the link in the description or the pinned comment and use code Urmaker55OFF for 55% off your first month. That makes the first month just a little over $7. You can choose from some of the top brands, and if you don't know what you want to wear, follow their quiz and they'll help point you in the right direction. This month I'm checking out Avant Quintessence. And it is beautiful. Very floral, I guess you'd say. My wife really likes that one. The next one, Memoir, Wish You Were Here. And this one I actually really enjoyed. It's toasted almonds, summer rain, and fresh ground coffee. But the way they work together, absolutely beautiful. And the third one, Mind Games, French Defense, Black Cherry Amber. This one is very good. I'm going to be wearing this probably here soon at work. It's a very fruity fragrance. And when you get your box, every fragrance comes in its own little custom carrying case, so that way it doesn't break in your purse or your pocket. There's even a lock feature, so that way it doesn't accidentally go off in your pocket. Once again, if you want to help the channel out and not be known as the stinky one, make sure to click the link in the description or the pinned comment and use code Urmaker55OFF for 55% off your first month. That makes the first month just a little over $7. I want to give a huge shout out to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Wednesday, November 5th, 2014, Springfield, Tennessee. Joseph Parker, a 45-year-old man described by neighbors as very stern and someone who kept to himself, lived in a quiet Oaklands Farm subdivision in Springfield. Parker was not a man known for being friendly and was often seen working on his car outside his house by his neighbors. His wife Samantha Parker was rarely seen by anyone. One neighbor, Rhonda Haley, recounted to reporters on how the Parkers had just celebrated their grandson's birthday but never chatted to their neighbors. November 5th was the 12th wedding anniversary for the Parkers. However, in his own words, Joseph had a real bad night and shot his wife in the temple before coldly attempting to dismember her and stuff her body in the freezer. 1:30 a.m. Friday, November 7th, 2014. A neighbor of the Parkers was outside walking her dog. This neighbor, Chloe Crabtree, is reported by the Tennessean, saw a light come on in the Parker residence. She found this strange as the Parkers were never up that early. Around 2:35 a.m., a call came from Joseph Parker to the 911 emergency dispatcher.
911 location of your emergency.
Yeah, 246 Clydesdale Lane.
In Springfield?
Lybesvale.
You're in Springfield?
Yeah, Springfield, Tennessee. It's right behind Oakland Farms.
Okay, what's going on?
Alright, this is what's happened. I've been married 12 years. On the 4th, which would have been 2 nights ago at 4 a.m., I shot my wife in the temple of her head. I thought I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage. Well, I checked on her tonight, and she's not dead. She's got a big hole in the temple of her head. And to get her body moved around in there, I think I broke her wrist. She was frozen from being in the think she's been in this thing 48 hours now. This is no prank call. I need somebody to get out there and help her. I've cleared the premises. I've got away. You know, I'm not going to be there. But I promise you this is a legit call, and I need somebody to get out there and help her because I still love her. It's hard to believe that after that, you know, but, you know, I need to get somebody out there to help her.
Okay, what happened that caused you to do that?
It's a long story. Don't want to get into it. Just want to get into getting somebody out there to help her. I left the front door open. I left all the lights on in the house, so it would be kind of easy to spot. It's the last house on the right on Clydesdale Lane. But I left the front door open, and she's in the garage. You go through the kitchen to get into the garage. You'll see her once you get in the garage. And she's a mess. She can't talk. I could get her to blink. Blink once means yes. Blink twice means no. And, so I told her, I'm going down the road 10, 15 miles. I'm going to call 911 and get you some help out here. I thought she'd been dead 2 days. And when I checked on her, she was still alive. She's been frozen for 2 days. She's frozen solid. It's amazing she's still alive. She's got a big hole in the temple of her head. I shot her with a .38 caliber handgun. And there's a big hole in the temple of her head. I didn't see an exit wound.
What is her name?
Samantha Parker.
She a white female?
Yes.
How old is she?
43 years old.
And how long ago did you leave there?
An hour ago.
And that's the last time you saw her?
Yes, that's the last time I saw her.
And she was still in the garage?
Yes, she's still in the garage. I made her as comfortable as I could make her. She tried to drink a little water. She couldn't talk. Couldn't move her jaw. She's in bad shape. Really need to get somebody out there to help her.
And the address is 246 Clydesdale Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Joe. I'll just leave it at that. Don't want to get arrested tonight and all that. So, we don't have a history of domestic disputes. You know, we've never had to call police and nothing. We just had a real bad night a couple of nights ago. Just waving the gun around. Got myself in trouble. So, anyway, really need somebody to get out there and help her.
Okay, we'll send somebody out there to her.
I mean, it's like urgent. You know, I think she's dying. She got a big hole where temple, you know, the temple of your head is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So please, you know, I love her. I still love her. You know, I've loved her every day I've been married to her. She's had a rough stretch here. Anyway, checked on her and she's still alive. And now I want to get her somebody to help her that knows what they're doing. And I got to stay out of trouble too, so.
Okay, we'll send somebody out there.
All right, what was your first name?
I'm not going to give you my name, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, make a note on there. I left the front door open and all the lights are on. You go to the garage, you can't yell for you. You can't yell. But you go to the garage, that's where you'll see her once you get to the garage.
Okay. We'll send somebody out there.
If she needs, paramedics, she needs everything. She needs an ambulance. She needs trauma. She's trauma. I mean, she's a trauma base. She might need a helicopter. So please get somebody to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
The reason for this call was because while Parker was continuing his grisly task of dismembering Samantha's body, he thought he noticed something going on with Samantha and tried to give her some water. All of this was stated in a matter-of-fact deadpan voice to the 911 dispatcher. Parker also included the fact that he still loved Samantha despite what he had done and was now calling 911 in an attempt to get them to come over and render aid to his wife. In his own words, Joseph had said that he did not have a history of domestic disputes. Joseph fled by driving along I-24 headed towards Chattanooga, Tennessee. As a result, he was immediately placed on the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's top 10 most wanted list as a massive manhunt was launched to locate and detain him. Police scrambled all their assets to find him, describing Joseph as armed and dangerous, and even at one point deployed a command post at a Toyota dealership where Parker had previously worked as a salesman. That was because Parker had threatened to return to the dealership to kill multiple people. 12 p.m. November 7th. As the manhunt widened, police sought for a warrant to arrest Joseph for criminal homicide, which was released at this time. Meanwhile, a ping was picked up from Parker's cell phone in Nashville, Tennessee, causing the police dragnet to center around the city searching for him fruitlessly. 3:24 p.m. Police spot what they believe to be Joseph's vehicle, a white Toyota heading along I-65 at the 120-mile marker. Keeping a safe distance, police vehicles followed him, radioing ahead for assistance. 3:45 p.m. Joseph soon noticed that he was being followed and immediately increased his speed, trying to outrun the police. In what was described as a pursuit with multiple law enforcement agencies, Joseph attempted to make his escape but was soon cornered by police who set up by mile marker 12, approximately 50 miles away from where he was first spotted. 4:06 p.m. WKRN News 2 reports that Joseph was in custody, though no further details were released. Later, it was confirmed by news services and the police that Joseph had stopped his vehicle. At the stop, using his own weapon at approximately 3:45 p.m., Parker committed suicide by shooting himself in the head. Police who later investigated the scene found that Joseph and Samantha's home was completely immaculate without a speck of dust to be found anywhere, perhaps indicating a cold and calculative mind at work. Responding officers who had rushed over found Samantha's body and pronounced her dead on the spot, with one medical service officer saying that there was no possibility of her being found alive at all. Joseph Parker's attempt to save his wife 2 days after the fact was much too late. May 6, 2014, Phoenix, Arizona. Widow Cynthia Bulk was going about her life peacefully in her home. It was the morning of what would turn out to be a traumatizing day, with Cynthia about to have her life turned upside down. As Cynthia was walking through her house, she saw a man outside looking in her front door. Despite being frightened, she did not panic and instead immediately went to arm herself with a .38 caliber pistol and to grab her phone. As she used the phone to call the 911 emergency hotline, the man outside left her front door and proceeded to the back gate. Once there, he tried to enter the home again from the rear entrance. Cynthia, seeing what was happening, made her way to the bathroom of her house where she recounted to the dispatcher the events up to this point. The burglar, named Michael Lewis, was still on her back porch trying to break into the house. Lewis was a man who had a history of schizophrenia and was homeless after being kicked out by his mother. Finding a gardening tool used for weeding out back, Lewis then used it to break the glass of the back door and successfully unlocked the door and forced his way into the home. Cynthia, still on the phone with the 911 dispatcher, overheard Lewis's successful break-in and recounted this in a fearful but calm tone to the dispatcher, who assured her that police officers were already on their way. At this point, the dispatcher attempted to guide Cynthia to an alternate escape route, asking her if she stayed near the canal and if there was an alley at the back of her house. Hearing sounds from Cynthia's conversation, Lewis then proceeded to the bathroom where he found Cynthia hiding. Lewis then charged into the bathroom and proceeded to assault Cynthia by beating her face several times with the same gardening tool he had found outside.
Phoenix 911, where is the emergency? Hello, 911?
Hey, please help me. Somebody's trying to get in my house.
What are they doing?
They tried my front door and my side door, and now they're trying to break in my back gate.
Okay, stay on the line with me. I've already got officers started. Do not hang up, okay?
All right, I have a gun in my hand. I'm terrified.
Okay. I've got officers already on the way. I'm going to keep you on the phone until the officers get there, okay? You said that they're trying the back gate now?
I think they're in the back now.
Okay, so first the front
Somebody's
door.
in the back and on my porch.
Someone's on your porch?
Please hurry, please.
Okay, ma'am, they're coming out there as fast as they can. Can you see anybody? I'm not asking you to look, but did you see anyone? Like, are there any open windows?
Somebody's banging on my Arcadia door.
Okay, are you expecting anybody?
No.
Okay.
There's no vehicles out front of my driveway. Now somebody's walking out on my back porch.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep you on the phone until the officers get there, okay? Do not hang up. Yeah, I've got a lot of officers coming out there.
It just broke in.
It just broke?
Yeah, they broke my Arcadia door.
Okay, yeah, I've got them coming out there. They're coming out as fast as they can. Have you heard any voices?
No, they're coming in right now.
Okay, tell me if you see them. Tell me what they look like, how many of them are, whether they're men, women.
I just saw one.
Just saw one? Okay, did you see a person, or did you see like the shadow of a person?
I've seen green hoodie. They're coming in right now, please, please, please.
Yeah, they're coming out as fast as they can. I promise you, they're coming out there as fast as they can. I've got a lot of officers responding. And as everything you're telling me, I'm typing, and the dispatcher's giving it to them immediately. They're getting all this information.
They're breaking out my window.
Are you in your bedroom, or?
I'm in my bathroom.
Okay, yeah, they're coming out as fast as they can. I've got a lot of officers responding. Is there an alley behind your house?
Yes.
You back up to the canal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to answer anything. I'm going to stay on the line with you, okay?
What was that? What was that? What was that? What did you do?
What happened?
What did you do? Okay. Did you beat me up and shit there? Sorry. What did you tell me right now for? Oh, no. I shot him.
You shot him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I've got everybody coming out for help, okay?
Please hurry. Don't get up or I'll shoot your ass again.
Okay, where did you shoot him? Ma'am, where did you shoot him at?
In my house, he's in my bathroom.
No, where in his body? Where in his body did you shoot him?
What?
Where in his body?
He's laying half in my bathroom and half in the hallway. Where in the body?
No, yeah, like, did you hit him?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, do you recognize him? Is he somebody?
No, I don't recognize him.
Okay, so he came into the bathroom where you were?
I'm in the front bathroom.
Okay.
I said don't move.
What is he saying?
He said he thought the house was abandoned. Abandoned house with a car and locked gates and, yeah. He said before you knocked, you banged, you tried to get indoors. I heard you out there. Because why should I unlock the door? When you're rattling and beating on everything and trying to climb my fence. I'm not even going to talk to you.
Yeah, there's no need to. The officers give me their few. I've got just about every officer on that part of town is responding out there, okay?
Please get somebody here.
Yeah, they're coming out as fast as they can. Are you hurt at all?
I don't know. My face is bleeding. I'm bleeding from some places. I don't know where else. I don't know. He was beating on me.
He was hitting you?
He was beating on me when he found out I was in here. That's why I dropped the phone and I almost dropped the gun. I ended up shooting.
Okay. Okay, I've got them all coming out as fast as they can. They're arriving in the area now. Okay.
Yeah.
When you hear them at the door, you're gonna have to.
I'm not gonna walk off the top of the sky.
No. I'm not gonna want you to leave the bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna have them come to you, but you're gonna need to put the gun down, not near you.
I will.
Okay.
My neck.
I'm going to wait till you see the officers before I disconnect, okay? I'm showing they are there. They should be coming inside.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Come on back. I put the gun down.
Okay, I'm going to let you go now. Okay? Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Cynthia managed to retain her composure and not panic despite the assault. She fended off Lewis and, as overheard in the recording, fired on Lewis once with her .38 pistol. Lewis instantly panicked and can be heard in the same recording gasping in pain and asking Cynthia what she had done. He then began apologizing, saying, I'm sorry. Cynthia challenged Lewis, asking him why he had broken into her house. Lewis kept crying out in pain and the dispatcher, worried, asked Cynthia if she had shot Lewis. Lewis at this point attempted to move, causing Cynthia to threaten him further. The dispatcher asked Cynthia where she had shot Lewis, but Cynthia, being distracted, was unable to answer coherently, confusing the question, where in the body did you hit him, with, where is his body? Cynthia was understandably focused on keeping Lewis covered. She repeated her order for Lewis not to move while Lewis tried to explain away his actions. He claimed to think that her house was abandoned, whereupon Cynthia challenged him on why a house with a locked gate and a car would be abandoned. Cynthia continued to keep Lewis covered, detailing the ordeal to the dispatcher about how Lewis had assaulted her and she was bleeding and how she had almost dropped the gun. She also remained calm enough to understand the dispatcher's request for her to put down the gun when she heard the police officers arriving. Soon enough they did, and Lewis was arrested and transported to a hospital for treatment of his gunshot wound. In the aftermath, Lewis was treated for his wounds at the hospital for a month. Later, brought before a judge, he would once again attempt to apologize for his actions, saying that he regretted the incident, but it was far too late for Cynthia, describing herself as still being traumatized today and saying that she was unable to work due to the incident. Cynthia was obviously recovering emotionally and physically during the trial. She also said that she had to rely on friends and family to pay her bills, pleading with the judge to don't let him do this to anyone else, and to penalize Lewis appropriately. Superior Court Judge Warren Granville sentenced Lewis to a year in jail, as well as 7 years of probation for the burglary and aggravated assault. Later, Cynthia would express her thankfulness that her late husband had taught her how to use a gun, a lesson that she believes saved her life. December 16, 2012, Decatur, Illinois. 21-year-old Matthew A. Hallgarth and his girlfriend, whose name is not publicly released, had been driving through the residential streets of Decatur, Illinois during the late hours of the night when an argument between the two broke out. Jane Doe was driving the car as he was under the influence of alcohol. With the argument getting out of hand, she stopped the vehicle and the argument continued. Minutes later, Matthew's aggression grew significantly when he exited the car and dragged his girlfriend to the ground, where he began to further physically attack her. She was beaten and even had the hands of Matthew wrapped around her neck with a deadly grip. Scared for her life, the woman broke free and immediately ran to the nearest house, where she screamed for help. When the male resident opened the door, Jane, in a panic, explained the situation and pled for the man's assistance, as she feared the worst if left alone with Matthew. The male resident, who turned out to be an off-duty Illinois State Conservation officer, took her into the house and locked the door. Matthew, enraged, further began to threaten both the man and his girlfriend, demanding for the door to be opened. The officer, concerned for the safety of the woman and his 2 children who were present at the time, called 911 for assistance.
Decatur, Macon County 911, what is your emergency?
Hey, my name is Am I resident. I have a domestic dispute going on in the front yard. I don't know who the people are.
Okay, what's your address? Okay, you don't know who they are?
No, I got a young woman sitting in the front of my yard, and I got another guy in a car that's leaving. Ma'am,
Okay. What race is he?
he's threatening me right now.
What race is he?
I don't know what. He's getting in a car right now. She's got the car keys.
Okay, what race is the female and male?
She's white. I got a white female. She's wearing green shirt and blue jeans. She's roughly 18 years old. White male. She's 22. White male, 21. Here he comes back.
Okay, what's he wearing?
He's got an orange shirt on. Fairly.
He don't have nothing. It does him. He's strong guy.
Never mind. He doesn't have a shirt on. Okay, but.
Okay.
Okay. We're right at the corner. It's in.
Yeah.
What kind of car is that?
Grand Prix.
He's in a Grand Prix. Staying outside his Grand Prix yelling stuff at us.
My car.
Okay.
Okay, he's coming back now. I'm going to go get my firearm. He's coming back now.
Okay, is she injured?
Huh?
Is she
Get in here,
injured?
ma'am. Get in here. All right, I'm going to get my gun upstairs. I'm wearing a white T-shirt and a pair of blue shorts.
Okay.
Again, I'm an off-duty conservation officer. This one's 8, ma'am.
Are you inside? Are you got everybody inside the house?
Yes. Ma'am, stay right there. I have 2 kids in this other room. I don't want you to move. You understand? I also have a dog in here. It'll eat him as well.
What did you say you were wearing again?
I got a white Notre Dame Fighting Irish T-shirt on and a blue pair of, green shorts. All right, I've got my duty firearm now.
Okay.
As well as a badge on.
Okay. Is he still outside?
As far as I know, I ran down to the basement real quick to grab my duty firearm.
Uh-huh. You said you're a 13? Okay.
There's going to be...
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, you're fine.
I don't know what's on.
Okay, he's still out here, and here he comes.
I got the keys.
Give me them keys.
I was right there in the apartment. He just started going crazy.
Okay, yeah, we got 2 off.
Okay, here he is. Sir? Stay away from my house. You understand me now? Get back from my door. Get back from the door. Listen, the Decatur police are on their way. Do not try to come into this house. Do you understand? I do have a firearm. Get back. Stand back from my house and lay on the ground. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? And I'm an off-duty police officer. Get back from my house now.
Think about Landon. What is wrong with you?
Listen to me.
Oh, my God.
Sir?
4-year-old son.
If you try to come into this house, do you understand me? Stand back from my house. got it. Stuart, get back! Stuart, get back! Get back! Stuart, get back now! Stuart, I will shoot you. Get back! Stuart, get back! He kicked in the door. Stuart, get down and lay on the ground. Stuart, I'm a police officer. Get down. I have 2 kids in here. Daisy, get him. Sir, I have 2 kids in here. Get back. Get back. Sir, get back away from me. Sir, get back away. I have 2 kids in here. Get back away from me. Lay on the ground now. Lay on the ground now. Sir, no, I will not shoot you. Get back away from me. My 2 kids are sleeping right at my feet, and he's got me backed into a corner.
Okay, we've got several officers on the way now. We got about 4 officers on your way.
Sir, go outside and lay on the ground. He's got her in the corner. Sir! He's got her in the corner. Sir, get away from there and lay on the ground. He's got his corner. He's got her pinned in the corner.
Okay, sir, where's your dog at?
The dog is right here with me. Daisy, come here, Daisy. Hey, Daisy. Sir, get back. Sir, get back. Sir, I can't. Get back. Get back. Okay. I one shot, damn. He's been shot. Sir, just get back.
You shot him?
Get back.
Sir, did you say you shot him?
I shot right between the chest, yeah.
You shot him in between the chest?
Yes, right in the chest. He's got me cornered in my house.
Okay, that's fine.
Here now.
You said you shot him right between the chest?
Yeah.
All right. We got him coming.
Good God, please get somebody here.
They're on their way. We got 7 officers coming.
My 2 kids are on the ground sleeping right at my feet. Good God.
Okay,
ma'am, please.
Calm down, sir.
Ma'am, please. Lay down on the ground. You lay down on the ground, too.
Okay. Is he bleeding? Yes?
Yes, he's bleeding.
Okay.
He's not moving. He's laying face down on my floor.
Okay, he's not moving. He's face down. Is he breathing?
Ma'am, please. I have 2 children on the floor here. This is my home, for the love of God. Please, stay there. The Decatur police.
The fire department, there's an officer that's just coming off there right now, okay? He's going to wait for his backup. Sir?
God, please.
Sir?
Yes.
Is he breathing?
I can hear it. There's blood everywhere. Listen, I can hear him.
Okay, sir.
I'm back away from
Sir, there are officers outside. You need to secure your weapon, okay?
Yes, I'm going to put it, I'm setting it on the ground, right where I'm at. She's right in between the door.
Okay, sir. I need to know, is he breathing?
Yes, he
is breathing?
He's gasping.
He's gasping?
Face down and gasping.
Okay, he's gasping. Okay, sir, there are officers outside.
What is his name? Do you want me to open him, let the officers in?
Yeah, let the officers in. Make sure you tell them who you are.
But I have my gun here.
Put your gun down.
Okay.
Put your gun down, sir.
I'm coming to the door now.
We're letting them know you're coming to the door.
Here I am right here. I'm laying down. My 2 children are on the floor in there. I'm going to set the phone down.
Okay, sir, I'm going to let you go.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
During the call, a verbal altercation could be heard between the off-duty conservation officer and Matthew, with Jane Doe in shock of the whole situation. Matthew, before kicking open the door to the house, aggressively took off his hat and t-shirt. When he entered, the officer walked towards the rear of the house while shielding his 2 children. Jane was backed into a corner when the officer continued to warn Matthew to back away before he made the difficult decision to take the shot. Police had arrived soon after the call and found Matthew lying face down in a pool of his own blood, suffering from a bullet wound to the chest. He was pronounced dead minutes later. Following a short investigation, it had been declared no wrongdoing had been made by the officer and therefore no charges were held against him. In court, the jury had ruled this a justifiable homicide, as the law in Illinois allows for a person to defend themselves and or another person who is in great danger of inflicting bodily harm or death within their home. Many prayers and tributes were left for both Matthew and Jane on social media, with Jane's family even organizing a fundraiser to help cover the funeral costs and also go towards a bank account that was set up for Matthew's little son Landon. Clarksville, Indiana, 2013. Tara Willenborg was born and raised in Jeffersonville, Indiana. She attended Jefferson High School, where she would grow fond of sports, specifically cross country. She was also a member of St. Luke's United Church and was a passionate animal lover, even becoming a vegetarian at the age of 8 years old. She enjoyed baking cakes and wanted to follow a career path as a baker. Receiving her GED and gaining a new job at Subway, she wanted to live independently and moved into her new apartment with her fiancé. Over the months of living in their new apartment, Tara and her fiancé began to grow acquainted with their neighbors who lived across the hall. They would occasionally chat whenever they crossed paths. The neighbor would even purchase small amounts of liquor from Tara's fiancé before they'd go out drinking. Saturday, March 2nd, 2013. After a long night at work, Tara's fiancé returned home. When he greeted her, he heard no response, which gave him the thought that she must be asleep. After all, it was late in the night. As he entered the bedroom, he was faced with a terrifying scene that no one could have prepared for. Tara was laying on the floor naked with an apron tightly tied around her neck and not breathing. Her fiancé immediately removed the apron and began to perform CPR. After a tireless attempt at reviving her with no response, he ran across to the neighbor's apartment and knocked on the door. 49-year-old Richard Houghton and his girlfriend answered and were delivered the chilling news. They were asked to call 911 as he was going back to recommence CPR on Tara. Richard said he would, and the fiancé returned to his apartment. Time had passed and emergency services had still not arrived yet. Wanting to check on their estimated time of arrival, the fiancé picked up the phone and dialed 911.
911, what's the address for your emergency?
My girlfriend is raped and I think she's dead. I need someone here now.
Okay, is she breathing?
No, she ain't. There's vomit. She's been beat. There's something tied around her neck. I just cut it off. She's dead. I've been doing CPR for the past 20 minutes. She ain't coming back.
What's your address?
Yes, it's called Cambridge Square, the apartment complex. Someone said they already called the ambulance, but I'm just making sure.
Who called the ambulance?
My neighbors.
Okay, we don't have a call on it. You said you've been doing CPR?
Yeah. Get someone down here right now before I kill them.
They're on their way, okay?
Because I think my neighbor did it.
I've got the other dispatcher dispatching them at this time. Do you want to continue to try to do CPR?
Yes. Tell me what I need to do.
Okay. All right. Okay. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take your hands and you're going to place them.
Oh, yes. I'm called 5 times, right?
She's on the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to put your hand in the center of her chest, right between the nipples.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
Push down hard and fast, 2 inches in depth. Okay? And you're going to try to pump twice every second. It's going to be about 100 compressions a minute. It's going to be very quickly paced, okay?
Say that again.
It's going to be very quickly paced. You're going to want to do about 100 compressions per minute, okay?
So do it 100 times?
I'm sorry?
Do it 100 times? Like, put down on the chest 100 times? Is that what you're saying?
Keep doing that. But do 30 of them, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20.
Okay, when you do 30, you're going to need to tilt her head back and give her 2 breaths. Okay, then do 30 more compressions.
It sounds like air's coming out, but I think it's... Keep doing it.
Keep doing it. 30 more compressions. Give her 2 more breaths. And then go back to 30 more compressions. 2 more breaths. There you go.
Come on, babe.
Go back to 30 more compressions. 2 more breaths.
Damn it.
30 more compressions. There you go. There you go.
30 more.
30 more compressions.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Just sounds like she's choking on her own vomit. I can tell she vomited. She's bruised all around her neck. Her lips are discolored. I don't feel a pulse.
Okay, keep doing compressions.
Oh, God, please.
When you get to 30, give her 2 breaths again.
The call between the fiancé and the emergency service dispatcher had disconnected. However, they were able to reconnect following a reverse trace.
Who is this?
This is 911. I got disconnected from you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Are you still doing the compressions?
Yes.
Okay.
Come here. My girlfriend's been breaking dead.
Sir, are you still doing the CPR?
Yes, I'm doing CPR.
Okay. Who's there with you?
My neighbor.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Don't die.
You're doing just right, okay?
Oh, no, but I'll kill him if I find him. Keep going. Damn, still there?
Giving her the 2 breaths?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Come on, baby. Chris, take the phone and talk to this lady. Help her, man. Hello?
Hello. Do you know about how old she is?
She's 17, I think.
She's 17?
Yeah, she's 17, ain't she?
Yes.
Keep on going.
Okay, yeah, tell him to keep going. Don't stop. I have everybody en route.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's doing it.
Okay, he's doing it just right.
Yeah, he's trying to bring her back.
Okay, as long as he keeps doing what he was doing a second ago, he's doing just right.
Yeah.
And he found her like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who? What do you say? What do you say? Bring her back, bro.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He's trying to bring her back. I wonder who the did this shit, man.
What's her name?
What's her name, bro? What's her name? Huh? What's her name? Who? Alright.
Give him the phone.
I am.
Are you
Hello?
still there?
Yeah.
Okay, is he still doing the CPR?
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Okay. Do you all have the door unlocked so that the crews can come inside?
Yeah, they're on their way up right now.
Okay, I was going to say they should be there.
Alright. Yeah, she's here. They here. Hello?
Hello? I'm still here.
Okay. The ambulance is here.
They're inside the apartment?
Yeah.
Is that who I hear talking in the background?
Yeah, 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 bring her back, bro. Cigarette. Yeah, I'm a cigarette. That's my dude, man. I'm just trying to get my girlfriend, his girlfriend done died and stuff, man. You still on the phone?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right.
Are you still there? Really?
It was all too late. The ambulance arrived and 17-year-old Tara was pronounced dead by asphyxiation. Richard Hooten, the neighbor who failed to make the 911 call, was nowhere to be seen. Richard is believed to have packed his things and fled after stating that he would make the call to 911 emergency services. It turned out that Richard was known to the police and had a warrant out for his arrest due to his failure of registering as a sex offender and also failing to appear on a meth charge. He had previously been convicted of heinous incidents he was involved in dating back 20 years prior. Richard was captured by police several hours after he fled and was taken into custody. He openly confessed to his crime and even went as far as wanting a press conference organized to make his confessions public. March 7, 2013. The press conference was permitted and held at the Michael L. Becker Adult Correctional Complex, where he was being kept in custody almost a week after his arrest. During the press conference, he started off by saying that he was sorry for the crime he had committed and wished he could take it back. He was then asked to explain what happened. After a night out with his girlfriend and friends, they all decided to return home, and upon arriving, Richard had seen Tara sitting on the steps outside her apartment. Richard then entered his own apartment. Soon after, he went outside again and saw that Tara was still sitting on the steps. She was greeted by Richard and was asked if she wanted to hang out, to which Tara said yes and invited him into her apartment where the two chatted and watched TV together. Tara, being young, innocent, and friendly, had thought nothing of the situation. However, Richard decided to take advantage of the situation and attempted to assault her. When Tara refused and asked Richard to leave, he grabbed her and dragged her into the bedroom where he took off her clothes and did some horrible things to her. When Richard was questioned by a reporter as to why he didn't stop even when he heard Tara's cries, he responded by saying, "I just blocked it out, you know. Wasn't thinking about it until it was too late." He was further asked how the assault escalated to the murder of Tara and what he did after she was found dead. Richard confessed that he had his hand on her throat and didn't realize how much pressure was being placed. He stated that after he had finished, he discovered that she had stopped breathing and further took her off the bed to perform CPR in an attempt to revive her. After the failed attempt, Richard grabbed one of her work aprons and tied it around her neck in order for it to look like she had killed herself. Richard was told by one of the reporters that the prosecutors could potentially consider the death sentence. He was asked how he felt about that, with his response simply being, "Well, if they want to take a life for a life, then that's fine." Hours after the press conference was held, Tara's father was interviewed inside of his church and had this to say. "There's nothing it can say to change who Tara was, her beauty, her strength, and her smile. There's nothing it can say to make us feel better or bring her back. It may have confessed, but it shows no remorse or guilt. It does not care what happened to Tara or the pain my family is going through. If he did care, he wouldn't be on TV right now. He would give us the time and space to grieve rather than telling his crime over and over again. This is not about him. This is about my beautiful daughter, Tara Rose Willenborg, who did nothing to deserve this. People keep on telling me that Hooten's an animal. Tara loved animals, and when she was in elementary school, she volunteered at the local animal shelter. Hooten is not an animal, nor is he human. He's far below an evolutionary chain. Hooten is not crazy, so don't fall for it. He knows how to manipulate the system, and he knows how to manipulate the press. Don't let him win. Love wins." Todd Willenborg. Monday, May 19th, 2014, Clark County Circuit Court, Indiana. In court, Richard Hooten pleaded guilty in avoidance of the death sentence which Clark County prosecutor Steve Stewart had sought for, and was sentenced to life without parole for murder with an added 70 years in prison for the assault. This was the highest prison term allowed under Indiana state law. St. Charles, Illinois. Anjum Coughlin met Randall Coughlin when she was 17. At age 18, she left her home to live with him. This led her family to disowning her. When she turned 28, she was pregnant with Brittany and Tiffany. As their daughters grew up, Randall and Anjum's marriage became strained. Anjum even asked Randall for a divorce, but the whole family was dependent on Randall. Anjum had a side job, but it was not enough to survive on. She states that Randall's personality changed over time. It changed because he got an ego. He was taking care of us all. Everyone listens to him in his house. I couldn't do anything without asking him. He just got a chip on his shoulder, and it got worse and worse. The couple even resorted to therapy to no avail. Then in 2015, Randall was diagnosed with depression. He opened up to his therapist about his mother and grandmother's psychiatric histories. He was prescribed antidepressants. On July 8, 2015, Randall was issued with a firearms owner identification card by the Illinois State Police. He gave up his medications soon after. Eventually, the Coughlins decided to legally separate and live apart. Randall lived in a luxury condominium with Brittany and Tiffany, while Anjum moved to a one-bedroom condominium nearby. They explained to their children that mom and dad are just not working out. Anjum felt like her daughters should continue to live with their father as they were more comfortable in that apartment. Then on February 8, 2017, the police responded to a domestic incident involving the Coughlins. Anjum called 911 because she wanted to retrieve her work computer from Randall's home, but was afraid. They had gotten into an argument and Randall had broken Anjum's phone and driven off in her car. St. Charles police have refused to comment on the incident. What is known from the filed reports is that no arrests were made and nothing physical happened. Furthermore, Randall and Anjum were in Del Nor Hospital the following day. This is when Anjum informed the police that she had moved out. Later that month, Randall purchased a 9mm Smith & Wesson handgun. Around this time, Randy found an old bottle of antidepressants and, according to Anjum, began to take 2 or 3 pills a day. He was heavily drinking in this period as well. He had already been diagnosed with a major depression disorder on February 21, 2017, and had been prescribed venlafaxine. On March 1, 2017, 1 week after receiving a new prescription, he called his doctor to complain that his medication was ineffective. The doctor increased his dosage. 2 days later, he removed his daughters as beneficiaries from his life insurance policy. On March 5th, Randall purchased a second handgun. March 10th, 2017. In the morning, Randy sent Anjum a message telling her, "I have secrets too," and if she wanted to know more, she should come by his apartment. He would not tell her anything more until she paid him a visit. She entered Randy's apartment at 5 p.m. and saw that her daughter Brittany, who had turned away from her, was frozen still on the couch, supposedly watching Friends on TV. Anjum walked to the kitchen to collect some paperwork and turned around to find Randy pointing a gun at her. He told her, "They're already dead." He then shot her in the leg.
911.
I just shot and killed the kids, and I shot my wife.
What address
I'm going
you
to
at?
shoot myself now.
Sir, what address you at?
What?
What address you at?
450 South First Street, St. Charles, Unit 406. I'm going to kill myself now, too.
Sir.
I'm dead, and I'm killing myself.
Sir. All right, so 450 South First Street in St. Charles? Sir, stay on the line with me. "911, do you have an emergency?"
Yes, I do. I'm at, 450 South First Street. We did
calling for Unit 406.
Okay, yeah, we already got on the way. What's going on? Okay.
She said her girls are dead.
Okay.
Something happened.
Is she injured at all?
She's not injured. She's not injured.
What unit are you in?
She's sitting on the floor. I'm in Unit 405. She's in 406.
All right, just make sure you lock the door and get into a safe place.
Me? Okay. And then someone's coming right away?
They're already on the way.
Okay.
Stay on the line with me, okay? So who is this person?
Right now.
Who is this person?
Someone's coming right now.
Who is this person? Do we know?
Oh my gosh. I think it's the mother.
The mother?
I think it's the mother, and she's sitting in a pool of blood. I can see blood coming out from behind her.
But she's not injured?
She doesn't seem injured. She's just sitting down.
Did she say who did this, ma'am?
She said her girls are dead.
One second.
She's saying my girls are dead.
1 second, please. Stay on the line, though. All right, ma'am, has anything changed at all?
No, she's, the mother's just sitting in the...
I know it's a very stressful situation, but just keep her as calm as you can. We have police pulling up right now, and the paramedics will be there shortly thereafter. I have to put you on hold, though, okay?
All right.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Are the officers with you or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Try to stay calm. Where are you shot? In your foot? She was shot in her foot or her leg.
The Russian 405 is shot in the
Stay still. Stay still as you can. Stay as still as you can. Try to just breathe. Just take a breath in and out.
All right, ma'am. I want you. I want you to, if you can, put a clean cloth over the wound, apply direct pressure to it, and just keep it elevated as much as possible. Okay.
Okay.
But
all right.
I just want to confirm, though, no, you guys are safe at the moment in Unit 405, correct?
No, I'm in Unit 406. She's in Unit 406.
But you guys,
I'm in her unit right now.
Oh, you're in 406?
Yeah, the police are here.
Okay, I'll let you go though.
Sorry.
The police arrived to find Anjum bleeding in the apartment. Her daughters Brittany and Tiffany had died from gunshot wounds to the head, and Randall had committed suicide. Anjum was treated for her wounds at the hospital. During this time, she spoke to friends and police and said that Randall had visited her and asked if they could get back together, but she had insisted on divorce. According to a St. Charles police report, Randall had also talked about killing the twins and himself, but Anjum never thought he was serious about it. Although Randall had wishes of being cremated, Anjum had him buried next to their daughters. She has said that she wants him to be next to their daughters so he can tell them what he did. Perez, California. David Allen Turpin and Louise Ann Turpin first met when David was 17 and Louise was 10. Mike Gilbert, who attended school with David, described him as nerdy, a quiet guy and very intelligent. Louise's sister had spoken about Louise's upbringing, stating that she had been sold to a wealthy pedo and later became obsessed with witchcraft, satanic rituals, and Ouija boards. 6 years after meeting, David and Louise eloped, although there are reports suggesting that David may have kidnapped Louise. Between July 1988 and March 2015, the couple had 13 children, 10 daughters and 3 sons. They were strict adherents to the Quiverful movement, meaning they believed their children were a blessing from God. According to David's parents, this is why they kept on having children, because God called on them to do so. Louise's sister has commented on how strict David and Louise's parenting style was. She has stated that the children had to ask permission to go to the bathroom and to eat. At that time, David and Louise had 4 children and lived in Fort Worth, Texas. By 1998, David and Louise had 6 children and had run into financial troubles due to gambling. They filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy and the bank foreclosed on their house. The new owners were horrified at the state of the house. There was an appalling odor and the walls were streaked with dark stains that looked like feces. Meanwhile, the family had moved into a house in Rio Vista, Texas, where they resorted to physical violence in the treatment of their children for the next 10 years. In this time, the children were not even allowed to shower more than once a year. none of the children went to school and they became stunted due to malnourishment. After the couple had their 11th child in 2006, they moved into an apartment and left their children in a trailer, taking with them only the two youngest who were babies. David visited the children to drop off frozen food, but Luis never visited. For 4 years they lived this way, with the oldest siblings being instructed to lock the younger siblings in cages should they break any rules. In July 2010, the Turpins moved to Perez, California, where they continued to detain and torture their children. After they moved, neighbors visited the property and were shocked by what they found. There was feces everywhere. The beds had ropes tied to them, and there was several dead cats and dogs in the trailer as well. Finally, on January 14, 2018, 2 of the children escaped from the house. One of the escapees, 17-year-old Jordan, was in possession of a cell phone and was able to dial 911.
911, state your emergency?
No, yes, I'm still here.
What's your name?
Jordan Turpin. I've never been out. I don't go out much, so I don't know anything about the streets or anything. Okay, I live in a family of 15 people, and my parents are abusing. They abuse us, and my 2 little sisters right now are chained up. There's 13 kids, and then a mother and father.
And how many of your siblings are tied up?
2 of my sisters, 1 of my brothers.
How are they tied up, with rope or with what?
With chains. They're chained up to their bed.
Do you think anybody in the house will need to go to the hospital?
I'm not sure. Sometimes we live in stilts, and sometimes I wake up and I can't breathe because how dirty the house is.
When was the last time you had a bath?
I don't know, almost a year ago. But sometimes I feel so dirty. I wash my face and I wash my hair.
Does anybody at the house take any kind of medication?
Oh, I don't know what medication is.
Are you homeschooled?
No, we don't do school. Our mother tells people we'll homeschool. Our mother tells people we're private schools, and she has a fake private school set up. But we don't really do school. I haven't finished 1st grade, and I'm 17. I don't know much about my mother. She doesn't like us. She doesn't spend time with us ever. Hi.
Is that the deputy?
Yes.
Go talk to him, okay?
In the court proceedings that followed, the prosecutors revealed more horrifying details. The siblings were repeatedly beaten and strangled, and they were chained for months at a time. It was also revealed that Jordan had been planning her escape for more than 2 years. When the children were found, they were all severely malnourished, apart from the toddler. The oldest victim, aged 29, weighed a measly 82 pounds. The Riverside County Sheriffs described the residence where the siblings were held captive as dark and foul-smelling. The residence has been called the House of Horrors in the media. These revelations were shocking to say the least. According to one of Luis's sisters, the Turpins upheld the image of being a happy family for a long time, mainly through posting family pictures on their Facebook pages. An Elvis impersonator who renewed the couple's vows in 2015 in the presence of the children said he was shocked to hear the news of what the couple had done to the children. What's more is that the oldest daughter had in fact escaped the trailer that the children lived in prior to moving to California. But without a basic education or any idea how to navigate the world around her, she ended up contacting Luis, who picked her up and took her back home. Neighbors have noted that after their daughter was retrieved by Luis, the family disappeared soon after. Finally, on the 22nd of February 2019, David and Luis both pleaded guilty to 1 count of torture, 3 counts of willful child cruelty, 4 counts of false imprisonment, and 6 counts of cruelty to an adult dependent. They were both sentenced to life imprisonment. As of 2020, David is incarcerated at California State Prison, and Luis is incarcerated at Central California Women's Facility. In April of 2020, it was revealed that some of the children are living independently, living in their own apartment and have jobs and are going to school. Some volunteer in the community, and they go to church. Audubon, New Jersey, January 3, 2020. Jerry Pastor was the 57-year-old owner of the Shamrock Deli, a sandwich shop in New Jersey. He had spent 4 decades working in the restaurant industry and was a trained chef. In 2018, he finally fulfilled his dream of owning a business when buying the Shamrock Deli. On Friday, 2020, an 18-year-old by the name of Daheem Williams came to the restaurant to inquire about a job. He had come by several times over the previous 3 weeks, and on this night, Jerry had informed him that he had not made a decision and he should just follow up again. Moments later, Daheem stole the tip jar from the counter and ran off. Jerry chased after him and caught up to him. Employees arrived at the scene where they had wrestled each other. Daheem was holding a 4 to 5 inch blade and Jerry's neck was bleeding from a stab wound.
911, where is your emergency?
Yes, someone just got stabbed in the neck at the corner of Heather and Cuthbert Boulevard. I need an ambulance.
Heather and Cuthbert?
Heather and Cuthbert.
Do you know who did it or no?
No. Heather got gushing blood. No! I'm calling 911 right now.
Did you get a description of the person who did it or no?
Yes, the black guy. He's covered his neck. He's stabbed in the neck bad, man. I need an ambulance.
No, I already got him dispatched out. I'm saying, did you see the person that did it? Yes or no?
Just stay with me, John. Stay with me.
Sir.
Stay with me. What? I'm holding his neck, dude. Jerry, you with me? Jerry, you with me?
Sir.
Jerry, you with me?
Can anyone get a clean towel or cloth to apply pressure where he's bleeding from?
All
right. Is the person who stabbed him there? Yes or no?
No, he's gone. He ran.
Did you get a description of him or no?
Yeah, he's a black guy, wearing a black coat, riding an orange bicycle. He's stabbed in the neck. Here, take my phone, call 911. You talk to 911. Come here. My phone, take my neck.
Sir, there are help's on the way out there, okay? Just apply pressure, okay? Just keep applying pressure.
They're on, 911's on there. Hello.
Hello. Tell him to keep applying pressure.
Keep applying pressure. Keep applying pressure.
Okay. Is he in a house or are you outside of a house?
Say again?
Are you inside or outside?
We're outside on the corner of Heather and Cuthbert, across from the Shamrock Deli. Come on.
Okay. Just tell him to keep applying pressure, okay? If it becomes soaked in blood, add more to what's already there. What is your name, sir? Do you know the person or no?
No, I don't. We just pulled over. Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right, is he blinking? Black guy driving an orange bicycle wearing a hoodie. He's shorter than you.
I hear them there. Are they there?
Yeah, they're pulling up now. Hurry up. No. Okay, they're here.
All right. Thank you. Let them take over, okay?
The authorities received other 911 calls as well. One particular caller believed that Jerry had been hit by a car. The authorities arrived at the deli at approximately 4:50 p.m. They took Jerry to Cooper University Hospital where he died soon after. An autopsy found that he had 11 stab wounds. 2 of these were in his liver and 1 was in his neck. Daheem was arrested at his home in Lindenwood. He was charged with murder, unlawful possession of a weapon, and possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose. He was silent through the court proceedings, save for the 2 instances where he responded yes to the judge's questions. He had decided to forego his right to ask for a pretrial release. Although authorities did not detail their evidence in court, case documents were later retrieved from the Camden County Prosecutor's Office. They revealed that the detectives had surveillance video, eyewitness accounts, and a fingerprint match implicating Daheem in the murder. A worker at the deli said the tip jar contained no more than $20, which Jerry would have given to Daheem if Daheem would have just asked for it. So if you made it to the very end of this video, I really do appreciate you. You are one of my number ones. As I said, I got a few more scripts in the works, so I hope to have those out. But also, if you want to help the channel out, don't forget to click the link in the description for Scentbird. Get yourself smelling good and fresh, and use my code Urmaker55 off. Don't forget that. I hope you've all been taking care of yourself out there. Things have been pretty crazy here, so I don't know, maybe at some point I'll have to do a stream and chat with you all. It's been a long time since I've done one of those. But yeah, other than that, I'm turning 36 and I'll have some more content out soon. So, much love to you all, and I really do appreciate you dropping in to check out this video. And I will catch you in the next one. And just remember, it's always scarier if it's true. Bad bye.